Hey Pisces, I need to sit down with you because what just came through in this reading is honestly something I was not expecting at all. I pulled cards for you and the energy around this situation is so intense and layered. There are people in your orbit right now who are literally fighting over you, arguing about you, and the wild part is that some of them have been actively trying to block your path forward. But here is what the universe wants you to know. Their actions are about to backfire in ways they could never have predicted, and two specific individuals are facing consequences that are already in motion. You are going to find out about all of this very soon, and when you do, it is going to make so much sense why certain things have felt off or blocked lately. Before I dive into the cards, let me just say this. Reading revealed some really specific dynamics, and I think you are going to recognize exactly who these people are as we go through this. The cards are showing me competition, sabotage, karmic justice, and ultimately your liberation from all of this drama. So let me walk you through what came up, because each card builds on the last, and together they paint a really clear picture of what has been happening behind the scenes and what is about to unfold. The first card I pulled is the King of Swords, and honestly this card stopped me in my tracks because it is showing me someone who has been operating from a very calculated mental space when it comes to you. This is not someone acting from emotion or passion. This is someone who has been strategizing, planning, and making very deliberate decisions about how to handle the situation with you. The King of Swords represents mastery of logic and communication, and in this context, it is showing me someone who believes they have the intellectual upper hand in whatever is going on. What is interesting about this energy is that this person sees themselves as the voice of reason. They think they are being fair or just or logical in their approach, but the reality is they have been using their mental acuity and possibly their words or their position of authority to influence the situation around you. This could be someone who has been giving advice to others about you, or someone who has been making decisions that affect your opportunities without you even knowing it. The King of Swords energy can sometimes be cold and detached, so this person may have justified their actions by convincing themselves they were doing what was best or what was right according to their own moral code. Here is what the cards are showing me specifically. This person has been involved in conversations or decisions about you that you were not privy to. They may have presented themselves as neutral or as someone who just wants what is fair, but underneath that logical exterior, there has been a personal agenda. The King of Swords can also represent legal matters, contracts, or official communications. So there is a possibility this person has some kind of formal influence or authority that they have been leveraging. Whether that is in a professional setting or within a social circle, this person has been using their position to shape the narrative around you. What you need to understand, Pisces, is that this person has underestimated you. They thought they could outthink you or outmaneuver you because they see themselves as more strategic or more rational. But the King of Swords energy, when it is not balanced, can become too detached from emotional truth and human connection. And that is exactly where this person has made their mistake. They have been so focused on their logical chess moves that they have failed to account for the fact that truth and integrity always rise to the surface eventually. Their carefully constructed plans are about to be exposed for what they really are, and when that happens, their reputation as someone who is fair and logical is going to take a serious hit. Moving to the second card, we have the Queen of Cups, and this is where things get really interesting because this is a completely different energy from the King of Swords. The Queen of Cups is deeply emotional, intuitive, nurturing, and connected to feelings. This card is showing me another person in this situation, someone who is operating entirely from an emotional place. This could be someone who has feelings for you or someone who is emotionally invested in the outcome of whatever situation is unfolding. The Queen of Cups energy is usually very loving and compassionate, but when this card shows up in a reading about conflict and consequences, it can indicate someone whose emotions have become overwhelming or even manipulative. What I am picking up here is that this person has been in their feelings about you in a major way. They may have been the one crying over you, obsessing over you, or trying to hold on to you emotionally even when the situation was clearly not working in their favor. The Queen of Cups can sometimes indicate someone who uses emotional appeals to get what they want, so this person may have been playing the victim or trying to guilt trip others into taking their side. There is a softness to this energy, but also a kind of passive manipulation where they present themselves as hurt or wounded in order to gain sympathy and support. Here is what is fascinating about having both the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups in this reading. These are two very different people with two very different approaches. One is all logic and strategy, while the other is all emotion and feeling. And yet both of them have been involved in whatever has been blocking your opportunities or creating conflict around you. This tells me there has been an alliance, or at least a dynamic, where these two energies have been working in tandem, whether consciously or unconsciously. The King of Swords may have been the one making the calculated moves, while the Queen of Cups has been the emotional fuel behind the fire. Or these could be two separate people who are both invested in you for different reasons, and their conflict with each other is what is causing all this drama. What the Queen of Cups is revealing to me is that this person genuinely cares, or at least they believe they care, but their emotional investment has clouded their judgment. They have been unable to see the situation clearly because they are too deep in their own feelings. This has led them to make choices that they thought would protect them or bring them closer to what they want, but in reality, these choices have only created more problems. The Queen of Cups, when she is out of balance, can become emotionally manipulative, codependent, or unable to accept reality, and that is exactly what has been happening with this person. They have been so focused on their emotional needs that they have disregarded what is actually right or fair for everyone involved, including you. Now we come to the third card, and this is Ten of Swords. And I have got to be honest with you, Pisces. This card is intense. The Ten of Swords is traditionally one of the most difficult cards in the deck. It represents betrayal, painful endings, hitting rock bottom, and the complete collapse of a situation. When this card shows up, it is telling us that someone has experienced or is about to experience a total defeat. This is not a minor setback. This is a full-on ending that feels brutal and final. The imagery of the Ten of Swords usually shows someone face down with 10 swords in their back, which symbolizes betrayal, backstabbing, and the realization that something is completely over. In the context of your reading, the Ten of Swords is showing me that one or possibly both of the people we have been talking about are headed for this kind of rock bottom moment. Their schemes, their emotional manipulations, their attempts to control the situation, all of it is coming to a crashing halt. The Ten of Swords is a card of consequences, and it is showing me that the universe has reached a point where it is saying, enough is enough. Whatever these people have been doing behind your back, whatever opportunities they have tried to tie up or block, whatever drama they have been stirring, it is all about to blow up in their faces in the most undeniable way. What I want you to understand about the Ten of Swords is that while it looks devastating, it is also a card of truth and exposure. When the Ten of Swords appears, it means that everything that has been hidden is now coming to light. All the betrayals, all the lies, all the manipulations, they cannot be hidden anymore. This is the moment when the truth becomes so obvious that no one can deny it. So for these individuals, the Ten of Swords represents the consequences of their actions catching up to them. They thought they could operate in the shadows. They thought they could control the narrative. They thought they could block your path without anyone noticing, but they were wrong. The Ten of Swords is also telling me that this ending is necessary and ultimately beneficial, even though it may feel harsh. Sometimes things need to completely fall apart in order for something new and better to emerge. For you, Pisces, this card is not about your pain or your loss. This is about the pain and loss that these other people are going to experience as a result of their own choices. You are not the one with swords in your back. You are the one who is going to witness the collapse of their schemes and realize that justice is real. The Ten of Swords is confirmation that what they tried to do to you is going to come back to them multiplied, and they are going to feel the full weight of their actions. The fourth card is the Empress, and this is such a beautiful contrast to the Ten of Swords, because the Empress represents abundance, creativity, nurturing energy, growth, and fertility. This card is showing me that while others are experiencing their downfall, you are entering into a phase of expansion and prosperity. The Empress is one of the most positive cards in the tarot. She represents the fullness of life, the flowering of potential, and the manifestation of dreams into reality. This is Mother Nature energy. This is the energy of things growing, blooming, and coming to fruition. What the Empress is telling me in your reading is that all the opportunities that were blocked or tied up, they are about to become available to you. While these other people are dealing with the consequences of their actions, you are going to be stepping into a period of incredible growth and abundance. The Empress is showing me that you have been planting seeds, maybe without even realizing it, and those seeds are now ready to sprout and grow. This could be in your career, your creative projects, your relationships, your personal development, or your financial situation. Whatever area of life has felt stagnant or blocked, the Empress is promising that movement and growth are coming. The Empress also represents feminine power and the ability to create and nurture. So this card is telling me that you have a natural ability to attract abundance and to make things happen through your creative force and your magnetic energy. People may have tried to diminish that power or block it, but they cannot stop what is naturally yours. The Empress is a reminder that you are connected to a source of abundance that is bigger than any individual person or their attempts to control you. You are tapped into universal flow, and when you are aligned with that flow, nothing can truly stop you. What I love about the Empress showing up here is that it is a sign that the universe is supporting you in a major way. While others are fighting and facing consequences, you are being guided toward opportunities that are aligned with your highest good. The Empress does not force or struggle. She allows things to unfold naturally, and that is the energy you are being called to embody. Trust that what is meant for you will find you. Trust that the blocks are being removed. Trust that your time of flowering is here. The Empress is telling you to focus on creating, nurturing yourself, and staying open to receiving, because blessings are on the way. The fifth card is Five of Cups, and this card is giving me more information about the emotional state of one of these people who is facing consequences. The Five of Cups is a card of loss, regret, disappointment, and grief. It shows someone standing over 3 spilled cups, focusing entirely on what they have lost, while 2 cups still stand behind them, full and available. This card represents the painful realization that something is over and the emotional processing that comes with that loss. The person in the Five of Cups is so focused on their disappointment that they cannot see what is still available to them. They are stuck in their grief and unable to move forward. In your reading, the Five of Cups is showing me that one of these individuals is going to experience deep regret over their actions and their choices. This is likely the Queen of Cups energy we talked about earlier, the person who has been operating from emotion. They are going to realize that their emotional manipulation, their attempts to hold on, their involvement in blocking you, it has all backfired, and they have lost something precious. The Five of Cups is showing me that this person is going to be crying over the consequences of their own behavior. They are going to wish they had acted differently. They are going to see what they could have had with you, or what opportunities they lost because of their choices. What is significant about the Five of Cups is that it represents mourning something while it is still technically possible to salvage parts of the situation. Those 2 cups are still standing. But the problem is the person is so focused on what is lost that they are not even looking at what remains. This tells me that this individual is going to be so consumed by regret and disappointment that they will not be able to think clearly or take productive action. They are going to be stuck in the grief stage, and that is going to prevent them from making amends or moving forward in any healthy way. For you, Pisces, the Five of Cups is showing that you are going to witness this person's emotional breakdown or their deep regret, and it is going to be confirmation that they know they messed up. You might receive messages or communication from this person where they are clearly upset or trying to express remorse, but the Five of Cups suggests that their focus is still on their own loss and their own pain, rather than on genuine accountability or concern for how their actions affected you. This is someone who is sad about the consequences they are facing, but not necessarily doing the deep inner work to change their patterns or make things right. The sixth card is the Chariot, and this is where the energy really starts to shift in your favor in a powerful way. The Chariot is a card of victory, determination, willpower, control, and forward movement. This card shows a figure steering a chariot pulled by two opposing forces, usually depicted as two sphinxes, or two horses of different colors, representing the ability to harness conflicting energies and direct them toward a single goal. The Chariot is about taking the reins of your life and driving toward success despite obstacles or opposition. In your reading, the Chariot is showing me that you are about to experience a major breakthrough and forward momentum. All the blocks, all the tied-up opportunities, all the drama that has been swirling around you, it is not going to stop you from moving forward. In fact, the Chariot is telling me that you are going to use all of this experience as fuel to propel yourself forward even faster and with even more determination. This is a card of triumph over adversity. This is you taking control of your direction and refusing to be held back by anyone or anything. What the Chariot is revealing is that you have a strength and a willpower that these other people did not account for. They may have thought that by blocking your opportunities or creating conflict, they could slow you down or stop you. But the Chariot says otherwise. You are about to prove that you are unstoppable. This card often shows up when someone is about to achieve a goal or reach a new level of success through sheer determination and focused effort. So whatever you have been working toward, whatever you have been trying to manifest, the Chariot is telling you that you are about to break through and claim your victory. The Chariot also represents mastery over opposing forces. This is relevant because you have been dealing with people who have opposing agendas and conflicting energies around you. The Chariot is showing that you have the ability to rise above all of that noise and drama. You do not need to get caught up in their fights or their chaos. You can simply focus on your own path and move forward with confidence. The Chariot is about being so focused on your goals that external drama cannot derail you. This is you in your power, steering your own life and refusing to be distracted by people who are not aligned with your highest good. The seventh card is the Lovers. And this is interesting because the Lovers card is not just about romantic love. It is also about choices, partnerships, alignment, values, and the power of union. The Lovers card represents important decisions, particularly decisions that are based on your core values and what you truly desire. It can also indicate a significant partnership or connection that is aligned with your authentic self. In traditional tarot imagery, the Lovers shows two figures with an angel above them, representing divine blessing, and the importance of making choices that honor your truth. In the context of your reading, the Lovers is showing me that you are going to be faced with an important choice, or that a significant partnership or connection is coming into your life that is divinely aligned. This is a complete contrast to the drama and manipulation we have been talking about with the other people. The Lovers represents authentic connection, mutual respect, and alignment on a soul level. This could be a romantic connection, but it could also be a business partnership, a creative collaboration, or a deep friendship that feels meant to be. What the Lovers is telling me is that while these other people have been fighting over you and trying to control the situation, the universe has been preparing a connection or an opportunity for you that is based on truth, mutual respect, and genuine alignment. The Lovers is a card of divine timing. It shows up when the universe is bringing two energies together in a way that serves the highest good of both parties. This is not about manipulation or strategy or emotional games. This is about authentic choice and real connection. The Lovers is also telling me that you are going to have clarity about what you truly want and what you value. All the drama and chaos has actually helped you get clearer on what you will and will not accept in your life. The Lovers represents the power of choosing based on your truth, rather than choosing based on fear or obligation or what others think you should do. So this card is a sign that you are stepping into a phase where you are making decisions from a place of inner clarity and alignment. And those decisions are going to lead you toward experiences and connections that truly honor who you are. The 8th card is the Magician, and honestly, Pisces. This is one of the most powerful cards you could receive right now. The Magician is the card of manifestation, skill, resourcefulness, power, and taking action to create your reality. The Magician stands before a table with all 4 suit symbols, representing the 4 elements, showing that he has all the tools and resources he needs to manifest his desires. The Magician knows that he is a channel for universal energy, and that he has the ability to bring things from the spiritual realm into physical reality. What the Magician is telling me in your reading is that you are entering into a phase of extraordinary manifestation power. All the opportunities that were blocked, all the paths that seemed closed, they are about to open up because you have the skills, the resources, and the divine support to make things happen. The Magician is showing me that you are more powerful than you realize. You have been developing your gifts and your abilities even during the times when it felt like nothing was moving forward. And now all of that preparation is about to pay off in a major way. The Magician is also a card of taking inspired action. This is not about sitting back and waiting for things to happen. This is about recognizing your own power and actively co-creating with the universe. The Magician knows what he wants, and he uses his skills and his focus to bring it into being. So this card is encouraging you to get clear on what you want to manifest, and then take the steps to make it happen. You have everything you need. You just need to step into your power and claim it. What I love about the Magician showing up here is that it is confirmation that you are the one who holds the real power in this situation. These other people may have been trying to control things or block you, but the Magician reveals that true power comes from within. You are the creator of your reality. You are the one who determines what comes next for you. And when you fully step into that awareness, there is nothing and no one who can stop you. The Magician is telling you that your manifestation abilities are at an all-time high right now, so use this energy wisely. Focus on what you want to create and trust that the universe is backing you up. The 9th card is 6 of Pentacles. And this card is really significant because it speaks to the theme of karma, balance, giving, and receiving, and justice playing out in the material world. The 6 of Pentacles traditionally shows a figure giving coins to those in need, representing generosity, charity, and the flow of resources. But this card is also about balance and fairness in exchanges. It shows that what goes around comes around. Those who give receive, and those who take without giving back eventually find themselves on the receiving end of nothing. In your reading, the 6 of Pentacles is showing me that there is going to be a rebalancing of resources and opportunities. Remember, we talked about how people tied up your opportunities and tried to block your path forward. The 6 of Pentacles is telling me that this imbalance is about to be corrected. The universe is going to redistribute things in a way that is fair and just. What was being withheld from you is going to be released. What you were owed is going to be paid. And interestingly, the 6 of Pentacles suggests that you may find yourself in a position where you have more resources or power than those who are trying to control you. The 6 of Pentacles is also showing me that you may soon be in a position to offer help or support to others because your own situation is improving so dramatically. This card is about generosity and being able to share from a place of abundance. So while others are dealing with loss and consequences, you are going to be experiencing increase and flow. The 6 of Pentacles is a reminder to stay generous and kind-hearted even as your fortunes change, because what you put out always comes back to you multiplied. What the 6 of Pentacles is revealing about the people who blocked you is that they are going to experience the other side of this card. They tried to withhold from you, and now they are going to find themselves in a position where they are the ones lacking or needing. This is karmic balance at work. The Six of Pentacles shows that the universe keeps score in terms of energy exchanges, and those who operate from scarcity, greed, or control eventually find themselves experiencing scarcity themselves. Meanwhile, those who operate from generosity, fairness, and trust in abundance find themselves blessed with more than enough. The 10th and final card is the Star in Pisces. I cannot think of a more perfect card to close out this reading. The Star is one of the most hopeful and healing cards in the entire tarot deck. It represents hope, inspiration, renewal, healing, divine guidance, and the return of faith after a difficult period. The Star shows up after the Tower in the tarot journey, which is significant because it comes after everything has fallen apart. The Star is the light that appears in the darkness. It is the promise that better things are coming and that you are being guided and protected by the universe. In your reading, the Star is the ultimate confirmation that you are going to be okay. More than okay, actually. You are going to thrive. After all the drama, all the blocks, all the fighting between these other people, the Star is showing that you are stepping into a phase of peace, clarity, and genuine hope for the future. This card represents healing from whatever wounds or disappointments you may have experienced. It represents the restoration of your faith in life and in yourself. And it represents the universe sending you clear signs and guidance to help you navigate your path forward. The Star is also about authenticity and being true to yourself. The figure in the Star card is often depicted naked pouring water onto the earth and into a pool, representing total vulnerability and the willingness to be seen as you truly are. This tells me that you are going to find freedom in being completely authentic, and that your authenticity is actually what is going to attract the right opportunities and the right people to you. You do not need to play games or manipulate or strategize, like the King of Swords energy we talked about. You just need to be yourself and trust that the universe is guiding you toward what is meant for you. What the Star is revealing about your future is that you have so much to look forward to. This card is a promise from the universe that you are supported, that you are loved, and that beautiful things are on the horizon for you. The Star often shows up when someone is about to experience a wish fulfillment, or when a long-held dream is finally starting to manifest. So whatever you have been hoping for, whatever you have been wishing for, the Star is telling you to keep believing, because it is on its way to you. The Star is also a card of inspiration and creativity. It suggests that you are going to feel more inspired and more creatively alive in the coming period. You might find yourself drawn to new projects or new forms of self-expression. You might feel called to share your gifts with the world in a bigger way. The Star is encouraging you to follow that inspiration because it is divinely guided. You are meant to shine, Pisces, and the Star is confirmation that your light cannot be dimmed by anyone else's actions or agendas. So let me bring all of this together for you, because when I look at these 10 cards as a whole, they tell such a clear and powerful story. You have the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups representing two different people or energies who have been fighting over you or about you. One is calculated and strategic, while the other is emotional and manipulative. These two have been involved in blocking your opportunities, whether through actual interference or through the drama and conflict they have created. But the Ten of Swords is showing that their schemes are coming to a brutal end. They are facing serious consequences for their actions, and those consequences are going to be undeniable. While they are dealing with their downfall, you are stepping into the Empress energy of abundance and growth. You are also represented by the Chariot, which shows you moving forward with determination and victory, despite everything that has tried to stop you. The Lovers is showing that authentic, aligned connections and opportunities are coming to you. The Magician reveals that you are in a powerful manifestation phase, and you have all the tools you need to create the life you want. The Six of Pentacles shows karmic balance being restored and resources flowing back to you. And the Star promises that you are being divinely guided toward a beautiful future full of hope, healing, and wish fulfillment. The Five of Cups tells us that one of these people is going to be drowning in regret, watching their emotional breakdown as they realize what they lost. And honestly, Pisces, you are going to witness all of this unfold. You are going to find out about what was happening behind the scenes. You are going to see these people face their consequences. And you are going to realize that justice is real, and that the universe had your back all along. What I want you to take away from this reading is that you have nothing to worry about. The fighting, the blocked opportunities, the drama, it was never going to stop you, because you are protected and guided by forces that are bigger than any individual person, plans, or schemes. The people who tried to tie up your path are now tied up in their own karma, and you are free to move forward into the abundant, beautiful future that has been waiting for you. Stay in your power, Pisces. Stay authentic. Keep believing in yourself and in the goodness of the universe. The star is shining for you, and everything you have been through has been preparing you for the blessings that are about to arrive. You are not just going to survive this. You are going to thrive. And when you look back on all of this, you are going to see it as the exact turning point where everything started to shift in your favor. Trust the process. Trust yourself. Trust that what is meant for you will never miss you, and what tried to block you was never strong enough to stop your destiny from unfolding.